Hello buddies, welcome to Infoquizz channel. In what year was the telephone invented? (1876). When was the light bulb invented? (1879). When did Albert Einstein develop the theory of relativity? (1905). In which year was the first airplane flight by the Wright brothers? (1903). In which year was the first flying machine invented by Shivkar Thalpade and Subbaraya Sastry? (1895). In what year was the first manned mission to the moon? (1969). When was the World Wide Web invented by Tim Berners-Lee? (1991). When was the steam engine invented by James Watt? (1776). When was the discovery of radioactivity by Henri Becquerel? (1896). When did Marie Curie discover radium? (1898). When was the first successful heart transplant performed? (1967). When was the discovery of insulin by Frederick Banting? (1921). In what year did Nikola Tesla invent the alternating current? (1887). When was the printing press invented by Johannes Gutenberg? (1440). When was the electron discovered by J.J. Thomson? (1897). In which year did Isaac Newton develop the laws of motion? (1687). When was the discovery of the first antibiotic, penicillin, by Alexander Fleming? 1928. When did Charles Darwin publish On the Origin of Species? (1859). When was the first electric battery invented by Alessandro Volta? In which year was the first successful human blood transfusion performed? (1818). When was the first synthetic dye, Movane, discovered? (1856). When did Alexander Graham Bell patent the telephone? (1876). When was the first computer developed by Charles Babbage? (1837). When was the X-ray discovered by Wilhelm Röntgen? (1895). When was the theory of evolution proposed by Lamarck? (1809). When did the first manned space mission, Yuri Gagarin's flight, occur? (1961). When was the vaccine for smallpox developed by Edward Jenner? (1796). When was the first telephone call made by Alexander Graham Bell? (1876). When did the first computer virus appear? (1986). When was the first modern airplane patented by the Wright brothers? (1903). In what year was the first artificial satellite launched by the Soviet Union? (1957). When did Louis Pasteur develop the germ theory of disease? (1857). When was the first atomic bomb tested? (1945). When was the telephone first demonstrated by Antonio Musi? (1849). When was the first electric motor invented by Michael Faraday? (1821). When was the first practical use of the electric telegraph by Samuel Morse? (1844). When was the periodic table of elements created by Dmitri Mendeleev? (1869). When was the first successful human heart transplant? (1967). When was the first modern computer invented by Konrad Zuse? (1936). When was the hydrogen bomb tested for the first time? (1952). When did the first photograph of a human being appear? (1838). When was the theory of plate tectonics proposed? (1960). When was the first commercial jet airliner introduced? (1952). When was the transistor invented by John Bardeen? (1947). In which year was the DNA structure discovered by Watson and Crick? (1953). When did Nikola Tesla demonstrate the wireless transmission of energy? (1891). When did the first successful organ transplant take place? (1954). When was the first successful test of penicillin conducted? (1928). When was the first steam-powered locomotive built by George Stephenson? (1814). When was the theory of electromagnetism developed by James Clerk Maxwell? 1865. When was the first solar-powered car developed? (1955). When was the radio invented by Guglielmo Marconi? (1895). When was the first human in space by Yuri Gagarin? (1961). When was the discovery of the electron by J.J. Thomson? (1897). When did the first artificial heart transplant occur? (1982). When was the invention of the microscope by Antony van Leeuwenhoek? (1670). When was the discovery of the neutron by James Chadwick? (1932). When was the first successful plastic made by Leo Baekeland? (1907). When was the discovery of gravity formulated by Isaac Newton? (1687).